Hello everyone, my name is Sharon, also known as Sagefira, and welcome back to my playthrough of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, recorded live over on Twitch. Last time, we spent our months of popularity shoveling dirt for extra kudos. While doing so, we discovered Cal's precious secret, an adorable dilly pillar named Socks. Perhaps Vertumna isn't as dangerous as the adults claim it to be. Alright, so we're a tough, perceptive little lass. And now the question is, what comes next? Cal's pet socks look so cute. Don't they? Like, they're a little caterpillar thing, but we'll see if they end up being dangerous or not. Because, we don't know. We don't know. That being said, speaking of Cal has something to say to us. Hold this to your head now, my darling. You hear as you enter the garden looking for Cal. It'll help with the swelling. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tyra, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them and sniffs as you approach. Look how pretty she is! Hello, Sagefira. Tyra greets you with a smile. Don't worry. Recalcitrance. That's right, his name is Recalcitrance. Recalcitrance just took a tumble off of something he shouldn't have been climbing. Mom, Cal complains. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, that sounds like something he'd do. Cal shrugs. I climbed it before and it was fine. It was slippery from the irrigation misters, that's all. Mom always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish smile, even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. My brave boy, Tyra says, stroking his hair. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over to you. Don't let him show off for you, Sagefira. Ground-based feats of bravery only for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose. Tyra laughs and wraps him in a big motherly hug, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protest, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mom. And we've got Cal's Strength, which is a +4 physical card, which is really cute. If Tange paid you any less attention, she'd be flat out ignoring you. Can I help you? I just want to give you an egg. I just want you to love me. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's study some more engineering. The classroom's projector breaks down mid-lesson, and Hal pivots the lesson to make it about how to fix a 3D hologram projector instead. He explains that because holo projectors are so complicated, the colony can't just make a new one. Things like holo projectors, hoverboards, and gene tech need to be fixed, not replaced like they would have been back on Earth. Alright. 5 kudos if the total equals the goal. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I need 16. You know, I think I'm good on kudos. I think I'll take the super goal because that does equal the goal, because the super goal was 21. So I got kudos for that. Let's go. Okay, so that works out. So we got our engineering, reasoning, and some stress, and we got kudos from doing really well. So I'm getting a lot better with the mechanics of the cards. Like, and also the fact I'm getting new cards, I think, is helping a lot too. Like, I have more powerful cards to work with. I need a break soon. What is my stress at? My stress is at 90. So I can do one more activity before I need to rest. So let's just keep buffering my engineering and reasoning. It's field trip day! You and your class visit the engine room to study how the ship works and how it continues to power everything in the colony. Congruence joins you. If you want to know anything about how the ship works, she's your woman. Well, not woman, exactly, but, well, she's very smart. Hello, and welcome, children, Congruence chirps. You're standing in the beating heart of the colony, our ship's nuclear reactors. Don't worry, you're safely shielded from any radiation. My sensors are very sensitive. The power contained in these reactors is enough to sustain the colony for the next 20 years, Congruence explains. This should be more than enough time for us to develop an eco-friendly power source, such as wind, water, or solar power. So we can choose to goof off, and it's a social card with 3, -1 to the card to the left. Or we can pay attention and get more robo power. I think I'm gonna go for yawn, this is boring. I like the card. You tune out congruence and let your mind wander as she explains to the other students about how the Stratospheric was salvaged by the Vertumna group and fitted with an artificial intelligence, congruence herself, to guide you through the wormhole. Yawn. Like all the other kids who grew up on the Strato, this stuff is kind of old news to you. What do you need to know other than we were on Earth and now we're not? Goodness. Alright, 5 kudos if total equals the goal. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I don't know if I can make... Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Oh well. I meant to swap around some of the cards again, but it's all good. There's a commotion in the square. An expeditions vehicle has driven through the gates and is idling in the middle of the square. An unusual sight. People come down from command to investigate. Utopia gets out of the vehicle and trudges over to Udicott. After a brief conversation, you see Udicott gesture for people to unload the vehicle and clear the area. You stay out of the way to see what they're unloading. No! They're unloading a body. Chief Surveyor Tonan's body. Someone quickly covers him with a sheet, but not before the image of his torn open body is seared into your memory. However he died, it was violent and bloody. You feel your stomach cramp with nausea. What happened? Dice asks, coming over to crouch around the corner with you. You share that Uncle Tonan is dead, and he stares at the sheet-covered body intensely, as if he could see through it. Did they say how? They really don't. They never tell us the truth anyway. Nobody will tell the kids what really happened. Did something eat him? Did he get lost or fall off of a cliff? Do they even know? Dice nods, frowning. They don't want us to know about the monsters and other, worse stuff. They want us to think everything is fine, but it's not. This planet isn't as nice as they say it is. He shakes his head. They hate that they can't control us. You and Dice watch the adults carry Uncle Tonan's body away. From the way he's practically vibrating, you can tell Dice wants to ask more questions about what happened. After a few more awkward minutes, he sneaks away without saying anything, probably to try to go take a look at the body. At least Tammy isn't around to see this, you think. At least they're together now, wherever people go when they die. This is so sad. Their entire bloodline at this point is gone, because Tonan was Tammy's father. Tammy died year 1 from an electrical shock, and Tonan got ripped apart by an animal or something. They're gone. They're just gone. That's awful. You watch Utopia bend over to get a hug from Udicott, wiping her eyes as she finally cries. Udicott has never been the most comforting presence in your life, but it seems to help. Utopia will probably be the next chief surveyor. At 24, she'll be the youngest council member. She was only a toddler when the Stratosphere left Earth. Apparently, her sharp eye and hoverbike flying skills are the best in expeditions. Oh my gosh, that's wild. Oh, we're in glow season, everyone. If y'all weren't here for last glow season, can we just talk about how beautiful it is? Look at it. Look at this beautiful, beautiful season. Like, it's kind of scary because the entire planet is basically dark because the suns aren't showing, but all the flora just starts glowing and it's beautiful. Hello. Anemone holds her palms up to you excitedly. Sagefira, look! Her palms are covered with a collection of scrapes and blue flaky scales. I'm getting tougher every day. Well, isn't that cute? Dice pokes a glowing bauble bud with his toe. The seed head snaps free and drifts up into the dark of glow, slowly breaking up into luminescent sparkles. Make a wish, he says. Let's go ahead and give him a crystal cluster. Thank you, Dice says, clearly unsure how to react. I'll, find something to do with it. And then here's our mom. If y'all don't remember our mother, Flululu, I think? Your mom gives you a stern look. Be careful, she warns you. Now that we know for a fact it isn't safe out there during glow, I won't have you venturing close to the walls. Stay where I can see you, close to the ship. I do think, just to be safe, and because we have no other choice, we're just gonna relax in the lounge and hope for the best. Like, we're just gonna stay inside, where it's hopefully safe. Lots of kids treat the lounge as an informal study hall, especially Tangent. And Mars, too. Sometimes. If she's trying to impress Tangent. I wonder, does Mars have a crush on Tangent? Can you imagine? And, like, we're just over here being like, hey, Tangent. You crack open a textbook on your holopalm and read about some old dead Earth poets. Just because you're not in class doesn't mean you can't read ahead a little bit. Yeehaw, taking a month off. Do I want to forget any of these things? I actually kind of like both these cards, so I'm gonna keep them. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. As the month wears on, you overhear arguments at dinner, adults worrying that an attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mention seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedures, filing soundlessly from the classroom to the creche to hide under tables, waiting for the sirens to call the all clear. You drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. Then, just as glow is starting to wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading as the suns almost rise past the horizon again, the sirens start. You're reading a holo novel in bed when you hear them, followed by the stomp of boots down the hallway outside your quarters. An alert flashes on your holopalm. Shelter in the creche. This is not a drill. You get another message from your dad. Me and Mom are gonna stay in the greenhouses. We're safe. Just follow Auntie Ann to the creche and wait for us, okay? Don't worry, we're way more prepared than we were last year. Love you. Stay safe. If one of our parents dies, I'm gonna be so sad. You could go to the creche where you belong, or you could follow the security guards and see what's happening at the gates. We're not brave enough to help with the fight, so we've got to go to the creche. Manifest with me, chat. Here's to hoping that nobody died. No one died last time. We got lucky during last glow season. Nobody died. But I feel like the fact they were like, nobody died this time, I feel like that was very ominous, and I feel like someone might die this time if we don't do anything, but we can't do anything because we're not brave enough. Alright, let's go to the creche and hide. That's all we can do. You head for the children's creche. Even with just the emergency lights on, your feet could never forget the way. When you get there, you spot Tangent and Dice huddled together on the beanbag chairs. Dice is stone-faced, as usual, and he's holding Tangent in his arms. You can't remember the last time you saw them this close. Tange must be really scared. You take a seat on a beanbag chair and wait. Other children filter into the room after you. Anemone, her little brothers, Nougat. You don't see him, so Cal must be sheltering with your parents in the greenhouse. You hope that they're okay. Talk to Dice and Tange. It's so dumb they won't let us outside, Dice grumbles. We live here too. We deserve to know what's going on. They're treating us like little kids. I'm not even scared. You search his face for signs he's lying to sound cool, but his bad mood is sincere. Tangent smacks his arm. Don't be ridiculous, she snaps. There's dangerous animals out there. Dice just shrugs. Nothing scares him. You don't hear much from outside. After a while, the sirens sound all clear, and you all file back to your quarters. Your mom and dad join you right away and give you a big hug, and thank you for following their instructions. When things have calmed down, you overhear your parents talking. I'm not going to be the first to congratulate Rhett, but all of his defensive improvements were exactly what we needed, your mom grumbles. He's going to be insufferable at the next council meeting. Your dad pats her hand. Credit where credit's due, Flulubel. Flulubel. Oh, that's cute! Credit where credit's due, Flulubel, he says, and she smiles despite herself. It could have been worse. Your mom nods, and they both sit in silence before your dad speaks again. Poor Hal, he says. What a way to go. Professor Hal? Your parents startle. Hey, Pumpkinhead, your dad says. Yeah, they're going to announce it in a few hours after everyone's had a chance to calm down. He didn't make it. What happened? Don't worry about that, your mom replies, shooting your dad a look to keep him from talking. It's adult stuff, okay? You guys won't be able to go into the engineering wing for a bit. Not until it's decontaminated. Oh my god, he got killed! He got killed where we do school! Oh, our professor! We were 1 point of bravery too low to be able to go help. If we had gone to help, could we have saved him? Professor Hal, no. You curl up quietly to think. Professor Hal can't just die. He can't be gone. He's your teacher. And the engineering wing is where you take classes. You can't imagine something bad happening in such a safe place. You fall asleep, thinking for sure there's been some kind of mistake. Oh my gosh. And with that, we have entered our 12th year. So for age 11, we gained 5 bravery, 16 reasoning, 15 engineering, 15 toughness, 20 perception, 8 in animals. We gained gained a heart and a half with tangent, half a heart with Cal, Dice, and Anemone. We lost a heart with Mars. We got a bunch of kudos. We lost some stress, and I'm not sure what the. I think we got more loyal. I think that's what the flag means. And we got a bunch of cards. So that's where we're at age 12. Beautiful. And so, Vertumna reminds us why it is deemed to be a dangerous place. Uncle Tonin, Tammy's father, is brought back as a corpse from outside the exocolony walls. And Professor Hal, our teacher and mentor, is killed during the glow season. Just when we started feeling like Vertumna could be safe, we are proven wrong. Next year is sure to be better than this one, isn't it?